Good morning, welcome to a morning review on Tuesday the 3rd of February. This is Kim Watson speaking for Easy Trader. Okay, looking at the euro dollar first, and as you can see, really we're just remaining within this very tight range. It's chopping all over the place, making it quite difficult to try and work direction out, although we do have the sort of monthly pivot that's sitting above us here, which this current pattern, it does look like it's erring towards the bullish side here, so a break of these highs could see us push up higher. Not necessarily a lot of confidence with the move in terms of what we've seen in yesterday with the chop. We saw the sort of some of these highs broken. Price just couldn't hold up. It ran into previous resistance levels, and it seems to have a solid point of resistance around this sort of 136 area. 1360 area, somewhere in that region. Now it really needs to push through that to give me some confidence for the upside, and maybe with a bit of gusto. If you notice, the angle is quite sloping here, so we could have resistance at any of those points once again as it runs through. But hopefully, if it does start breaking to the upside, we'll get, as I say, we'll get some good momentum, and we'll push up strongly and allow us to get into a decent trade, nice retrace into it, and perhaps take the ride towards the monthly pivot. Likewise, it's got a downside potential as well, in terms there's a trend line that's running a bit tighter to price here as well. Here along here, there's a couple of trend lines running across this, and a break of those lows, well, that may see us run back towards the sort of bottom side of this wedge pattern that's sort of in there at the moment. So there's a couple of alternatives there. It's quite, so with the chop, it's difficult to read as such. As it's pushing up just then, it looks quite bullish, and as I said, if it starts pushing to these highs, if we've got some decent momentum, it could be a go with. Alternatively, if it fails, rolls over, starts breaking this trend line here, it makes it a bit of an easier, there's a bit of an easier target, because the support is quite a bit lower than where we are. Then if you pass through that hourly 50, the support then gives us a few more points towards its S1 area. Okay, let's have a look at cable. Now cable, again, chopped as anything. It looks pretty bearish yesterday for much of the time, but it's putting these sort of really horrible long bars here, huge tails, sort of spinning tops, lots of indecision effectively, and that's what we're seeing in this market. It's not making it easy to read. Again, you've got this descending trend line. We've got the monthly pivot above us. It's already hit its weekly pivot, whereas Euro hasn't. It's behind it, so it's got its pivot below it. But this has got its monthly pivot above us. It's already, say, hit the weekly. Again, got this sort of wedge pattern sort of starting to form, and in fact there's a smaller wedge that sort of sits in tighter, which I haven't drawn on the top here. And again, you've got this sort of wedge here. It has got its daily pivot above us, which could be hit at some point, sitting at 150.46, sort of 47 area, which if it can get past that 50, it's flirted it's around with that 50 for a long time. It can get back. Perhaps we can push up back towards yesterday's highs, back up to that weekly pivot. Now, obviously, we started to form resistance in terms of this trend line, but we've already seen two extra tips on it, so it'll have less resistance as we get there next time, maybe. But again, we got the resistance sitting there around that S1 area. But if it can break out of that at any point, well, that'll give us even a bigger push. Obviously, the bigger problem at the moment is just getting beyond these highs it's sitting at the moment. It's just looking very weak with its chop and small range, relatively small range, should I say. Dollar yen, still don't like this in terms of the overall chop. It's edged its way down a little bit with that open below the prior lows there, so it's sort of now seems to be wanting a ride in a different type of range here. We were sitting in this bigger range. Now it seems to be wanting to run in this tighter or lower range. It's still got its monthly pivot above untouched, and any sort of rally that continues up may see us move towards that as a good target. It's been testing its key moving averages here. The 50's been tested now numerous times. even when it first broke down, it came and tested it, but it's tested it, and it seems to be a point of resistance. We know at the 21s that are sort of in its way, 34. But if it can get back up towards that 50 and maybe break, well, push up beyond the daily pivot, get me bullish again. Has hit the S1, so the chances of it running from S1 to R1 are less, but it could happen on a more of a choppy market here. But really needs to be pushing up towards yesterday's highs. To say, very difficult with the dollar yen. I've not been trading it at all. I've just left it to be. Okay, the surprise of the pack is the Aussie dollar. They cut the interest rate last night, which surprised just about everyone. Cut it by 25 basic points down to 2.25, which obviously saw the sell-off here, several points sell-off, 300 pips or so. It's now consolidating a bit where it is. It could on the 4-hourly put a little bullish flag in, a bullish harami in, which may just see it roll its way back a little bit, but it seems a little bit doomed to sitting down there today at the moment. It's just lacking any confidence. I think anyone's lacking any confidence in buying the Aussie at the moment. So, okay, not much more to be said there really. It's already hit the daily pivot, etc. So no targets for it from that perspective. Maybe it'll run back up towards the 8 or 21 moving average, but it's probably even that looks like a big ask at the moment. Any break to the lower side here, well, maybe a go with, but it's already outside its daily S3, so it's really well out, truly out of its normal daily range. So consolidation after such a sharp move is to be expected. Okay, that's it for me. News-wise today, we haven't got a significant amount of news today. We've got the construction PMI for the UK, which has been a pretty low mover of late. Before then, we've got the Spanish unemployment figure coming in at 8 o'clock, but 9:30 is probably the bigger mover on the pound dollar. But again, as I say, it's been expectation series around about 10 pips, so hardly a big mover at the moment. That's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.